Hello Stanislav, I'm a professional from Great Britain and I'm planning to file for talent visa, and I want to know, how do I prepare the documents to get the smooth process in achieving my goals? So today, guys, I'm going to be disclosing all those things you need to know to get your approval for O1 or EB1 case, and also you will learn how to get a free evaluation of your talent visa. Let's go! Hello my dear friends, I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the British professionals, and I will let you know what kind of paperwork and documents we need to prepare in order to successfully file and get an approval for the talent visa. But first of all, let's deal with the question, who is a professional? I didn't realize, guys, that this simple, in my opinion, word is a difficult term for some people. Who is a professional? And I understand that that term could be defined depending on the situation and the totality of the circumstances surrounding the context of this word. But from the point of view of USCIS and US immigration laws, a professional is defined with two ways, okay? Way number one is someone with bachelor's degree. And I know it from my clients in Britain, have kind of a little complicated educational system with different levels and different number of credits for those levels. So whatever those levels are, whatever is equivalent of US bachelor's, that's already a professional. You might not necessarily have a diploma saying, hey, a bachelor's and things like that. But as long as we have the equivalent of the credit hours, then it could be a bachelor. Also, the second way to describe it is someone with extensive experience. And here we have different approaches how to define extensive, okay? I can definitely tell you that 10 years of experience in the field, even without the education, will deem you a professional. But sometimes you have a little bit of education and some experience and this and that and in different combinations, and sometimes the IT specialists have no education but let's say 2 years of experience, but also could be deemed professionals. And I would say that IT specialist is an exception to the rule because the professionalism of the IT expert is defined not by the hours and projects and experience and education, but rather their recognition within the field as being a professional. And I could spend an hour arguing both ways, but that's the reality of IT. Everybody else, either the bachelor's or some combination of either the bachelor's or 10 years of experience with no education, or some combination between both of those. So who are the professionals? What are the examples? Lawyers, the professional athletes, the architects, engineers, the professional actors with education, and other professionals. A lot of time having a license to practice your profession is a good indicator of you being a professional. Let's go criterion after criterion, and here I want to use the criteria of EB1A visa because it's all encompassing, because if we're going to spread between O1B, O1A, EB1A, we're going to spend 2 hours here, which I know you guys don't have. Let's go one by one. The awards. How do we document the awards? On top of actually providing the award itself, we need to have at least a letter from organizers of the competition with a special structure which we do provide after you guys start the case with us, explaining what the competition was, what's the level of it, who were competing, who were the jurors, what were the criteria of winning, and things like that. Okay, there's a bunch of things we need to cover, and there must be a signature of the representative. If we're talking about press, we need to prove that this particular press, this journal, this magazine, this website, this online newspaper are either national, major, or professional. Major if a lot of people read it, and professional when the professionals from that industry particularly are the readers of this medium. Then, the judging the work of others. Same as with the awards, we need a letter from organizers of the competition to go through certain structure describing also why you were invited as a judge, what kind of expertise you possess that you were chosen, how you were chosen, and what exactly you did at that competition. Number 4, professional associations. Here we need the bylaws of that association that explains what are the criteria and terms to become a member, and also explaining who is or who are those people who are choosing the new members. And also we want to see a separate letter from organization explaining why you were accepted for that organization. Further, contribution in the industry. And because this criterion is very large, it's very expensive, then depending on what exactly is your contribution, if it's a patent, if it's a course, if it's a book, if it's a monograph, if it's a publication, if it's your speaking at a conference, well, a lot of things could be contribution, right? We need a description of your contribution in your own statement, also expert opinion letters, the evidence of use of that contribution. For example, new concept of the camera. We want to see that build the cameras are using this technology, or they're using the license to use that technology, and things like that. So monetization of your contribution is a very good way to prove it. Further, leading and critical role in an organization with distinguished reputation. Absolutely, definitely, we need to get the letters from those organizations. And very important to understand, because there's a lot of confusion I see in my clients. It's not only about the company that you're working in right now. It could be your companies in the past. So you are not working in those companies anymore, but you played some critical or leading role in those companies. The critical role means that you did some important function in that company. The leading role means that you control the people or the department or maybe the whole company. The next one is your own commercial success. So we need to see your salaries or your contracts for the services. And either we compare them to the government statistics in your profession, in your geographical location, and that you pay taxes on that, that's very important. Or if you don't have that, we need either an audit of the industry or expert opinion letters on what's good, what's not in the industry money-wise. The next one is scientific or academic articles. This one is rather easy, the description of the journal or the magazine or whatever, that scientific book that it was published, and prove that it's indexed and it's peer-reviewed. And also, of course, the short description of the publication itself. The last two criteria are only for the art. So that's the showcase, which is basically the galleries, the museums, the concert, the playing on the stage, some kind of performance. So here the pictures, the marketing materials, the press about that, and letters from those organizations that organized could be the evidence. And the last one, the commercial success in performing arts. Let's say there is a movie or some play in a theater, and it's very attended, making a lot of money, so that could be the criteria. And we need to show the box office basically, right? And some evidence that proves that it gets a lot of attention and money. And probably press is one of those things. Now, guys, it's not an extensive list of what could be evidence in each case. It's something like in the middle for each criterion. There is more. But before I tell you what else could be used, please go and use the free evaluation service to know if you have the case what kind of visa is good for you, what kind of criteria we satisfy and which we don't, and whether you can proceed with your case right now. The link to the free evaluation is under this video. Find the link that says free evaluation for talent visa, click on it, and then provide me all the detailed information in that form. And within 2 days, I'll get back to you with initial analysis. And if I see the potential, we'll invite you to the complex immigration planning. Now, what other evidence do we use, and also how do we determine what kind of proof we will be using in this particular case? Well, guys, let me tell you, I'm more concerned that something happened rather than with the way that will be proved. Because if something happened, we'll definitely find the tool, the instrument, how to prove that. If something didn't happen, we cannot use that for the case, okay? Of course, we use only legal means to strengthen, to make your case stronger. So those achievements and recognitions must have happened. And last but not least, guys, never try to assess yourself conclusively. Of course, I know a lot of you watching my videos and some of you telling me, Stanislav, I watch your videos or I listen to your videos when I'm on a treadmill in the gym. You know, I'm like, damn, I'm doing the same thing, you know, when I'm in the gym. I don't like the treadmill, I like the bike to warm up. I put like some podcast or some YouTube video I like, right? So you guys do the same. So I know a lot of you listen to a lot of my videos, and of course, you are better than the majority of other people because the content and the value I provide is 10 times higher than anybody who's second on YouTube or anywhere else. And you guys know that my points are much stronger because I provide you the real time, the real examples, the real cases. We have a few thousands of approvals, so of course that plays a huge role in my understanding of the cases and how I explain to you. But the free evaluation and the complex immigration planning in combination is the very powerful tool to know exactly what's going on in your case. You can try to do the diagnostics of yourself, but trust the professionals. That's the most important thing. And by the way, you guys from Britain are #1 people in O1 visa across the world, okay? So you get the most approvals and a lot of approvals for the talent visa also from Great Britain. And it's not a surprise to me because same language, pretty much same culture, same Western understanding of democracy and things like that. So it's an easy transition for you from Britain to the US. So go to the free evaluation, come to the complex immigration planning, smash the like button if you love my content, and you do. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, ask me questions and comments under my videos. I have a bunch of other links under this video to my Telegram group, Instagram, the Twitter, Facebook, and others. Unique content on each one of them. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.